Moana 2 comes 8 years after the original film, which grossed over $687 million during its theatrical run back in 2016. Moana has also fared well on Disney Plus, where it has become one of the most streamed films since 2020, and eventually the most streamed film across all streaming platforms in 2023. Moana has even been a mainstay across the Disney parks, and she got her own walkthrough attraction called Journey of Moana at Epcot last year. So Moana 2 was inevitable. But is it any good? I'm surprised to say it is good, even better than I expected. Now let's put this into context. This is a film aimed primarily at children, and it is a sequel. Disney films of yesteryear seem to do a better job at meeting kids and adults in the middle, offering an enjoyable experience for both. Moana 2 does that for the most part successfully, featuring a familiar story. Moana has to again venture across the sea, this time even beyond where she went before, to find a sunken island that used to be a place for other Pacific Islanders to connect. Someone named Nalo, the new baddie, sunk it as a way to weaken the people. Sure, I'll follow along, even when the plot is a little murky at times. Like I said, this is a family-friendly movie. With that stage set, we see the stakes raised higher. Moana has a baby sister now who is worried she won't return. Maui, who Moana and her gang stumble upon while in the clutches of an enforcer of sorts for Nalo, lets her know as such, saying she's as good as dead for trying to get past Nalo. Speaking of Moana's gang, this go-round she has a band of misfits who join her on her journey. To be honest, they took some time getting used to, as I questioned their utility to the plot, or as comic relief. Without giving away too many spoilers, they were funny and helpful enough, especially the elderly farmer who provides perhaps the most poignant moment of the film in the third act. Highlights include another fun scene with the Kakamora, who we learn more about, but we don't get another thrilling Mad Max Fury Road inspired scene, which to me was a bit of a miss. The new songs had a high bar to reach, but they just couldn't clear it, lacking the stickiness of songs like How Far I'll Go and You're Welcome from the original film. But to me, they were good enough. My early favorites are Beyond, Can I Get a Chihu, and Get Lost. Chihu specifically reminds me of Surface Pressure from Encanto, and similar to Encanto, the musical numbers here feel more Broadway in style and scope. For parents of little ones like me wondering if it's too scary or heavy, I don't think so. There are some flashing lights and thematic elements, and there's several new fantastical creatures, but nothing too serious. My kids, all aged 4 and under, absolutely loved it. Final thoughts? Moana 2 is a worthy sequel featuring musical flair and a satisfying adventure that perhaps unsurprisingly stays in the shadow of the original. The animation is vibrant, the music fun, and the characters themselves seem to enjoy the journey. Moana 2 is a perfectly serviceable sequel, and for Disney, I think that's enough.